Hey everyone, it's me Joji, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that is geared towards Pokemon TCG players. So, if you're a collector, I will say there's only about maybe 2 cards that are really geared towards you, but the rest of this product is for TCG players, and that is the newest trainer toolkit from Pokemon TCG. This is the one featuring Arceus, and you'll see in a second why I say there's only 2 cards in here if you're a collector. But overall, this thing has so much stuff packed into it. As I said, it comes with 2 promos, an Arceus V and an Arceus VSTAR that we'll see in a second, over 100 energy to build your deck, and also more than 50 playable Pokemon cards such as trainers and energy to help build up any TCG deck that you may want to try out. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what cards we're actually getting. Okay, so here's the box. As you can see on the front here, it does tell you what you're getting. It says 150 cards, but of course that is split between the energy and the useful trainer cards and energy that you'll be getting. 4 booster packs, which I think are going to be hopefully PALKIA evolved, maybe a Scarlet Violet and a Silver Tempest. 65 card sleeves, guide, damage counters, a coin flip die, some burn and poison counters, and of course a V-Star marker. Also, it doesn't say on here, but you do get a code card for this product, so you can get the sleeves, maybe a coin, and then also the Arceus V and V-Star on Pokemon TCG Live. But there's not really much indication as to what you'll get when it comes to those trainer and energy cards, so we're going to have to open up this product to see what we get. But as you can kind of see here, as a sneak peek, these are the 2 cards you're going to be seeing in just a second. Now, I will say that this box can double as a storage box. As you can see, it's not that bad of a looking box, to be honest. And I do have the other previous trainers toolkits myself still, as they're like this. So I don't really keep anything in them, but you could use them as storage if you needed to. Now, let's see. As I mentioned, burn counters, dice here, V-Star marker, some packs, as we guessed, 2 PALKIA, Scarlet Violet, and Silver Tempest. See if we get any other good cards from there. Some deck builders information on how to use these cards. I guess maybe a list here at the end of what cards you are actually getting. The sleeves, which, in my opinion, not my favorite combination of colors. It's alright, but I personally like the original trainer toolkit sleeves, which are honestly pretty cool. I'll show it up on the screen here, but honestly, that was probably the best trainers toolkit sleeves I've ever seen. Alright, so, we'll show that in a second. But here's the brick of those trainer cards and promos. And here is the brick of energy you're getting. This is, again, 100 energy, and probably way too much than any trainer needs. Maybe this is good for someone that's completely starting off new, but maybe some more experienced trainers wouldn't really need this much energy. But there's going to be a bunch of stuff in this one that we will use. But before we open this up, let me show you the code card to get this product on Pokemon TCG Live. Now, before we get into the brick of Pokemon cards and of course these packs, I do want to show off these dice and counters and the sleeves a little bit closer so you guys can take a nicer look at it. So this is the sleeve. It's pretty much just the same as an ETB sleeve, but I guess it has the silver instead, similar to the Scarlet and Violet ones and even the Crown Zenith ETB sleeves. As for the dice, it does have a nice Pokeball there. It's all in orange, a bit speckled with some white dots there. Here are the damage counters right there, also speckled, and then the numbers are in orange. And these are pretty much common now. They're the same ones as the regular ETBs. The burn and poison counters, or markers, I suppose. Most people don't really use them because most people aren't burning and poisoning Pokemon nowadays in TCG. So they'll instead use it this way to indicate that they've used an ability, but I've seen it more done with just regular coins. Now, I do want to get into this bunch of cards right now, but why not open up some Pokemon cards? It's been ages since I've done that, honestly. But Silver Tempest, good cards we can get from this. I would say maybe a Serena. Also, I think there's a code card trick, and I don't remember if the code card color means anything in these. But we'll take that off. Let's 3 to the front, 4. Okay, so I still remember this card trick, but I think this indicates we didn't get anything good. Also, let me show it off here. It's upside down, but hopefully you can still get it. Let's see. Ooh, Worker actually not bad and is definitely used in Gardevoir decks. Dracloak, Drowsy, Baneri, Chimecho, Emolga, Vulpix, Venonat, and Incineroar. So, only one good card, I'd say, out of that lot right there. The Worker. Let's see what we get from Scarlet and Violet. I do believe we'll be getting a bunch of Scarlet and Violet cards, trainer cards, I should say, in this Trainer's Toolkit. We may not be getting any, what are they called? How they evolve cards. Now, again, I don't remember if the code card color matters in Scarlet and Violet. I think it did matter previously in the Sword and Shield era, but not anymore. Also, I don't think there's a card trick. Okay, yeah, so that's just some metal energy. One of the good things about this new set, no card trick. Drifloon, not bad. That is actually kind of usable in Guardy decks nowadays. Lechonk. Jock, which is not a great card, you know, to be used, but that is actually a really good collector's card, I'd say. You know what, actually, I'll rephrase it. It's not a good card because you usually can get evolution Pokemon in a different way, but if you want to get more evolution Pokemon, this is an option. And a Professor's Research, which is definitely very usable in almost any deck that is a meta deck right now. I will set these over here. I guess I shouldn't put the Professor there, but, you know, still, usable card. Now let's go on to the Paldea Evolved, which I have opened quite a bit now, so since the recording of this. And honestly, I am excited to see and show you what great decks I have planned for Paldea Evolved. This is probably going up before any of the actual deck videos, so if you are looking for some deck ideas for Paldea Evolved decks, stay tuned because we're going to have a bunch of those. Probably the end of this week and the following week. Ooh! That is a collector's card if I've ever seen one. Tyranitar. Illustration rare, I think? It's not a special illustration rare because it's a 1 gold star. But overall, I love Tyranitar. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. And Wo-Chen. This is definitely a live Wo-Chen reaction. I am underwhelmed by this card overall. I hope it's playable. I might try and make a deck out of it. We'll see. But let's move on to the last pack, which hopefully will actually give us some good hits as well. This is honestly have not been a bad set of, you know, packs, to be honest. Hold on. Right. One to the front, that is Psychic. Not to the front, but just pulled off to the back. Clavel is not really that playable. Did we even get any trainer cards in the last pack? Quaxel, Pikachu, and Jumpluff. Not the best pack. I want to go back and check. Did we get any trainers in the last pack? No. Okay, so that is something I've been noticing. I don't know if it's just a trend now with Paldea Evolved, but it's hard to get trainer cards in that set. Iono being an uncommon card is actually hard to pull. And since this recording, I've only pulled a total of 6 Iono in total from 2 booster boxes and about 4 ETBs, which is kind of crazy because they're not even the uncommons. I pulled one, luckily it was the full art version, and then a reverse version as well. But anyways, let's move on to the rest of this trainer toolkit with these nice promos here. Ooh, Ultra Ball, I like that. But anyways, let's go back to the promos we're getting. We are getting an Arceus V and an Arceus VSTAR, 2 perfectly well playable cards, and obviously Arceus and any combination of V Pokemon, even EX Pokemon to be honest, later on, is a great card to play. This right here isn't a great combination. Starbirth is probably one of the best V-Star powers out there. And unfortunately, they only give you one line, but you can probably get the others that you need. Most decks nowadays do run maybe like a 4-3 line if you're running some sort of Arceus V-Star deck. So I'd say the prices for these will probably go down quite a bit, and it's going to be accessible to a lot of new players at a very good budget rate. But let's go ahead and set these aside and look at the other cards we do get. Let's put you up here and let's take a look at what else we get. So I'm assuming we're going to maybe get 2 of each. So we get 2 Ultra Ball, which is not bad. And we are getting some Paldea Evolve cards. There is an Ultra Ball from, I believe it was Brilliant Stars, but looks like they went with the Scarlet and Violet version. Same thing goes with Switch. I do believe there is a version in Crown Zenith. Rare Candy, again, another card that got reprinted in Pokemon Go, I believe. But we got the Paldea, not the Paldea Evolved, the Scarlet and Violet one. Professor's Research. Not hollow, unlike the other one we got earlier. Oh, we get 4 Professor's Research. 2 of each. We got something to grab the Professor's Research with. Pokegear 3.0. Set these over here. We're going to have to probably start pile them onto each other. But here we have some Palpad. Not bad. Ooh, Nest Ball. I would have preferred more than 2 Nest Ball. But that's fine too. Jock. Okay, I was not expecting Jock. But I guess they are putting in, you know, if you are running some sort of evolution deck. We've got Electric Generator. Really good for Miraidon decks. And maybe if you're running maybe the Raichu version, really good. Beach Court. Oh, wait, what? 1 Beach Court. Huh. I was hoping for 2. Maybe there are some cards that are only going to have 1 copy? I suppose. Let's see. We have... Oh, wait. Oh, that's... that's a little weird. We do get 2 Beach Courts. It was just behind the Arven, which also still another good card. Ooh, okay, so we're going back a bit. This is Thornton from, I believe, Lost Origin. Another Lost Origin, Lost Vacuum. Really good for getting rid of those pesky Choice Belts or Cleansing Gloves, depending on what you want to. Or I guess past the peak too. Trekking Shoes. DTE, really good card, especially for that Arceus, you know, if you want to use that Trinity Charge or Trinity Nova. Roxanne, it's all right. You know, I've realized we're probably going to the Brilliant Stars to Silver Tempest cards now. And I'm a little disappointed I did not see any Paldea Evolve cards. Because, although Roxanne's backup and Roxanne are really good cards, there are some new cards, like I would have loved to seen Iono in this stuff. Irida actually not a bad card because Chien-Pao is a really good deck right now. Hits you in Heavy Ball. Of course, you want to get your basics. Gusty Pickaxe, really good because Ting Lu is a deck. And it is good to lock things out. And it being obviously fighting, Gusty Pickaxe does go well with it. Magma Basin, it's good for the Arcanine EX. And hopefully it's good for the Charizard decks once those come out. Gardenia's Vigor could go with Regidrago V-Star if you really wanted to, or maybe the Meowscarada EX. That's one option. So that is there. Gloria. Ooh. I don't think this is a good card to have gotten, to be honest. It's good for searching up basic Pokemon, but most of the time you're going to want to have some sort of basic V. Maybe, I guess, going forward, you can have routes grabbed by this, but there are other better ways like Battle VIP Pass to get that. I actually wonder if we're going to see any in here. And actually, we probably won't because the previous Trainer's Toolkit did have those. Dark Patch. Not a lot of good dark type decks out there. But I guess that's there if you want to run Darkrai V-Star. Cynthia's Ambition, if you're maybe running single prize decks. Sharon's Care, perfect card for, again, Arceus V-Star. Or maybe if you're running something like the Oinkalone EX deck. This is a good option to have. Oh, and we got them flipped again, but our last two cards are Boss's Orders. Definitely good cards to have. Surprised we didn't see any Serena. I would have maybe preferred Serena over Gloria, to be honest. But Boss's Orders is fine. But I honestly think Serena probably would have been a better card to have included into this set of 50 cards that they're giving us. So, as a player, would I recommend this to new players? Yes, I would totally recommend this to new players as a way to get your decks, maybe even your EX battle decks or your League battle decks, more competitive with some of the newer cards. And there is a good plethora of different types of cards like Gutsy Pickaxe, Magma Basin, Dark Patch, Gardenia's Vigor that are geared towards different types of decks if you want to try those out. But I'm really disappointed that they didn't include anything from Paldea Evolved other than packs from Paldea Evolved. Because, again, Iono is a very popular card, and it almost would have been an immediate buy for a lot of people, even returning players or very pro players, to grab that if it had some of the Paldea Evolved stuff. Not even just including Iono, but maybe even the Superior Energy Retrieval, or Practice Stadium if you want to maybe run a Zoro box with a bit more damage. But overall, I'd say it's still definite buy, even if you're a returning player or you're a current player that just needs some good staples. This might be a good product for you to buy. Again, I would have loved to have something like Serena included in here, or even Colress's Experiment would have been good additions. But I do see the reasoning behind having some of these other cards that may be more simpler for some beginner players to try out. So would I recommend buying this? Yes, completely yes, if you're a new player. But if you're a returning player or a current player that has a good, well knowledge of it, stay away from it. And of course, like I said in the beginning, if you're a collector, maybe don't buy this. If you're just looking for these two cards, wait a bit because they probably will be fairly cheap. But overall, this is actually a good buy for most TCG players. But of course, let me know what you think. Are you going to be buying this Trainer's Toolkit that comes with the Arceus VSTAR and the Arceus V and, you know, all these great cards like Boss's Orders, a Gloria, and all these other cards? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you found this video informational and you enjoyed it, leave a like so I know that you did. And I did mention we are going to be doing some Paldea Evolved decks, so if you're interested in watching some of those, get subscribed so you don't miss any notifications when those do come out. Anyways guys, as always, stay safe, and thanks for watching.